Well, hello, this is Father Pete, and with spring here and things looking wonderful in our country and moving forward, it's also time to move forward here at our parish and announce our Building Our Catholic Community Together campaign. Now, you've heard about this campaign and the building project through all the updates in the bulletin, but now we're actually announcing the fundraising part of it for the large part of the parish. There have been many parishioners already doing some things, though, and I want to thank our building committee and our steering committee who have made sure that your inputs that you've been making over these past couple of years have made it into a very detailed and effective plan so that the project delivers on what we need to be a successful parish and successful to our mission of building the Catholic faith for decades to come here, starting at our own parish. So I want to thank them for their work. We have come a long way from the surveys I've already mentioned to the planning with architects and civil engineers. We've already had many meetings with the city to work towards the pre-approval process. We've met with the neighborhood committees, and things are looking very good. And that's been a lot of work. And another question that comes up as we've gone through and worked on these things is people ask, well, when will we see, construction start? And to me, the best analogy to understand that is the analogy of a large tree. Picture maybe a large tree in your front yard. And you look up at it and it's beautiful. But you also start to think, okay, something's supporting that tree and keeping it solid and making sure it goes in the direction it should go. And that's the roots. And the roots are unseen. And the roots are laid down sometimes before even that tree gets so large and grows up so high. And that's like the pre-work that we have to do unseen on a project this size to make sure it fits well into the neighborhood, to make sure that it accomplishes what we need for our school and for our parish, and then it's going to work well on the site for decades and decades to come. And I can assure you that that groundwork, those roots, that unseen to most people but really effective preparation, it has been going well, and it's a well-designed project. Now, I would like to see some dirt being moved on the civil engineering side by Christmas. That's what I would look for and would like. But now much of the project and the timing is in the hands of the city, and they have their gates and their processes for approval. But we have done the work to make sure that they get what they need so they can give us approval as soon as possible. So we're moving along well, and now we just have to see how that unfolds. One thing that I'd like to announce also, another thing, is that we have been doing well on the early giving. I have asked some parishioners to get involved earlier in the fundraising, or they've come forward themselves. And we are now at $1.6 million already in pledges. And some of the pledges have even been paid. And that is 40% towards our goal. So now as we announce the start of the formal campaign to raise the money, I can also say we are 40% of the way there due to the early giving. So I really want to thank those who have done that work and shown their faith and their commitment to the project, so that we can get the rest of the parish involved. And most people have not been asked to do anything yet, so this allows us to go over the top of the goal. The goal is $4 million. Everybody who's registered in the parish will get a brochure like this, and in it are a number of things. One of the things is the chart that explains, why did we design the project the way we did? Well, it's based on the input of the parish. There's some other beautiful shots in here, like what it will look like from the Miccosukee side of the road. There's pages in here with frequently asked questions answered. And we also have a campaign prayer, and making sure that this is prayed about, as we have been doing all along, but also making sure this is prayed about as we go forward is really essential. So everybody will get the brochure. And most questions are answered in here, but you may have some that you would like a further answer to. Please do not hesitate to ask me. And Mary Rose, also our campaign administrator, Mary Rose DeMarco, also has access to all the information. And our steering committee and building committee members, who are listed in here, also have a lot of the information. But I'd love to hear any questions you have myself. Don't hesitate to ask me. In the packages also, which are being, I said, mailed to every home, we have the ask letter. So this is from me. And in here I have suggested ask. And you may say, well, I can do more than that, or I can't quite do that. Whatever you're comfortable with and makes sense for you. We want not equal gifts from everybody, but an equal level of sacrifice. That allows us all to be committed spiritually and emotionally and financially to this project. On the bottom is kind of a chart if you'd like to do things by payments. It's just broken off into 36 different sections because it's a 3-year, what we call redemption. Redemption is meaning over 3 years you can redeem it. It can be the same amount every month. It can be different amounts at different times of the year, whatever works for you. But this is just a suggested schedule on the bottom. So please think about it, pray about it, think about the future, the project. And you can tear off the bottom part here and put it in the envelope that is in the package also and mail it back to us. And that allows us to do the accounting to make sure that we have what we need as we go forward to actually complete and get everything done. One last thing I'd like to say is about the title of the campaign. We call it Building Our Catholic Community Together. Building's important because that's what we're doing with the project. Catholic is essential because that's who we are. But we also made sure the word together is in there. Just like together, we made the inputs thinking about every group and everybody who wanted to make any comments about what we should build and what needs were. We want to also make sure that we all are now contributing with the finances together to do that. So some people will be able to make large gifts. You've been blessed in that way by the Lord. Some people, moderate gifts. Some people may say, I can only make a modest gift, just maybe a few $100s over 3 years. And that's fine too, because every gift counts, every gift matters, every gift ties us together and allows us all to come onto the campus in the future years and say, yes, I was a part of that. I did what I could. And we've all gathered together to do something more than any of us could do alone. So something we're doing together. God bless you. Thank you for your help with this project, especially those of you who've done so much already, planning financially, supporting me, supporting all those you know who are doing the groundwork. Thank you for that. And thank you for now also your involvement in this phase of the campaign. It's going to help us to get to where we need to go to build a beautiful future and to strengthen the faith in our region and, of course, in our home parish. God bless you. Take care. And I'll be seeing you around the parish. Bye-bye.